We're very fortunate to have such a wonderful group of youngsters here, and especially you 7th grade parents who are here for your first official concert. It's been neat watching those kids progress over this first only 9 weeks that they had their horns, but they've done an outstanding job. We're also going to be seeing 3 other band directors tonight, Mr. Matlock, Ms. Wigginton, and Mr. Bechtel. And what I'm going to do right now, we're very, very fortunate to have had a very fine director here for a number of years at Tupelo Middle School, and I'm about to turn over the ceremonies to him now. Would you please welcome Mr. Tim Matlock.
Good evening, folks. I'd like first of all, thank you for coming out tonight in this wonderful winter weather. We're getting set for Christmas in a great way. I'd like, number one, appreciate you for, number one, showing interest in getting your child into the band. It's such a rewarding experience. Not only do they learn to play an instrument, but as some of them have learned, they learn how to behave. Now, some of them don't like that, but it's not an alternative. In order for us to produce a superior program, the kids have to know when to keep their mouth closed, when to bite that lip and say yes sir or no ma'am, or no ma'am or yes ma'am, whatever the case is. It takes a lot of time and dedication, and one thing that we always try to get, especially to our new parents from the beginner band, is that you get involved and get involved early. It's probably one of the most important things you can do is to show your child interest, making sure they're practicing. Anytime that we have any functions here saying that you can help, I saw several parents that came to the parade. We always need help. Never assume that we have enough help. We'd rather have to say, we got too many parents, other than please, please, we need you to help us. Next person we're going to bring out tonight is what I consider my partner in crime. She is originally from the Delta area, Mr. Wigginton's wife. This is Dale Wigginton. We are great to have her. She does a wonderful job. One thing that you're going to find out real quick is Mrs. Wigginton is very passionate about music, and because she's so passionate, she doesn't put up with a lot of horseplay. And as you will see by the way that they're playing right now, it is paying off. Please welcome Mrs. Dale Wigginton. Thank you very much, Mrs. Whitney. Next person I'd like to bring out for people in the 8th grade band. This man's a little more familiar to you. This is Mr. Jason Beckton, which is actually been here and a graduate of Tupelo High School. We've been very fortunate to have him here. This is a man that has 4 degrees. He rubs it in the face sometimes, but he knows what he's doing with the brass, and we appreciate him being here and helping us out. Please welcome Jason Beckton. We are really proud of our beginning band, the amount of work they put in, the little bit of time we had. Very proud of them. They're going to be just a short time so we can get the 8th grade band up here and get the beginners seated. You just be patient with us, we really appreciate it. Let's give the beginner band another round of applause. This here on stage is our 8th grade varsity band. Anyone that has had at least 1 full year of experience is eligible to be in the varsity band, no matter if they're even a 7th grader. We have some schools that start in 6th grade that transfer to Tupelo. But if they've had 1 year of experience, they are eligible for the varsity band. We're going to go ahead and go on with our program. In between, there's a couple of things that we're going to try to let you know. I like to use this as an informal meeting too, because a lot of times I get phone calls and they say, Mr. Matlock, what time is the concert? And what are the kids supposed to wear? What time is the parade? And then I'll ask them, did you get that letter that we sent home in the beginning of November? And the response is always, what letter? A lot of times we're going to try to make sure that you know what's going on. I'm trying to make sure that I give you my email address before you leave, those of you that have that internet service, so you can get in touch with me anytime you need. I know a lot of times kids mean well, but they just don't communicate with you. They're just at that age. We're going to continue with the program. Next thing is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. like to take this next opportunity to bring Mr. Wigton back out, to address just a couple of things that maybe you need to know, maybe some things to enlighten you about our band program and what's going on. Mr. Wigton.
First of all, again, we'd like to thank you for being here, and one of the neatest things about what we do as we start here in the 7th grade, everything that we have and everything that we are doing is aimed at the future. We hope that all of these students that you've seen on stage tonight will at one time be with us at the high school band and progress up through that band until they're seniors and graduate and even go on from there. But the neatest thing about what we do is the fact that we get to watch these kids grow up. Sometimes we get to spend more time with them than you do, which is kind of scary for both you and us. But seeing a child at the age of 11 and then having that same child again when they're 17 or 18 and watching them do that is a really wonderful experience and a unique experience in teaching. So many teachers only get to see their kids for 1 year and then they just hope that they turn out the way that they're trying to work toward. We get to watch them from year to year. And we also have that opportunity for you to make the most of that. We would like to encourage you that as these kids go through school, since we're here both at the middle school and at the high school, we get to know the kids really well. If you ever need anything from us, please contact us, let us know, and we're here to help your child in every way we possibly can. We're not here just to teach them music. Music, you can learn music in a lot of ways, but band is a place we work together and we work toward improving your children and your children doing things for us to improve us as well. We're going to try to do some things to communicate with you the very best we can. We're going to start sending some things home to you. As Mr. Matlock mentioned, we're going to try to do some things with email and other stuff. But we want you to know what's going on in our program, 7th grade through 12th grade. And as they progress, another thing about it is you watching tonight and watching this Christmas concert, and you're going to see some other concerts next semester. But I know, especially the 7th grade parents here right now, but the 8th grade parents, you can remember back too, when you first got that instrument and you came home one day and you thought some moose was being shot in your backyard because you heard this weird sound and everything, and your first thought was, now, where does that band director live and how do I go destroy his car or something? Well, I understand that, but now you get to see them on 9 short weeks come up here and play a concert, and hopefully that is something that's rewarding to you and rewarding to them as well. Then you get to watch the 8th grade and they get even better, and then when you see the 9th grade and the high school, we hope that you watch them grow musically, and they grow not only in our hearts, but they also grow and mature into better people all the time. So we appreciate you being here, and we want you to know that we are here for your children, not just as band directors, but as people who get to watch them grow, and we want to make sure that you know that you can contact us, and we have that unique opportunity to help in ways that maybe we're not able to do as other teachers sometimes. So again, we thank you for being here, we thank you for your support, and hopefully we can return that support. Again, we're blessed to have such a wonderful band staff here working with these young people, so we're going to turn this over again to Mr. Matlock. Thank you.
before we play our last tune tonight, I'll give our drums a chance to get their marching stuff. We're going to do our Christmas parade tune, minus our color guard, but they're going to play their horns anyway. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for all coming out. And my biggest thing, please, folks, encourage your student to practice. Encourage your student to practice. Even if that means you have to leave the house for about 15 minutes, encourage your student to practice. I know several of you parents would love for your student to pay for college. And it starts now. It doesn't start when they get to high school, it starts now. And that's the only way they're going to get better, folks. I had a parent that asked me last year, I had a student that was in the 9th grade. They said, Mr. Malala, when did they start sounding good? I said, if they don't sound good by 9th grade, somebody's not practicing. That's all I can tell you. They have to start every day, folks, and you have to enforce them. Now, if it's to the point where they don't want to do it, it might not be the thing for them. Most people enjoy playing, and most time myself and Mrs. Wigington, Mr. Bechtel, and Mr. Wigington have to make them stop. But we do have some that they're not picking that horn up. I'd like, please, at this time to recognize a couple of people. First of all, our staff here at Tupelo, we really appreciate you. I'd like to also thank our administration staff, Ms. Linda Clifton, and Mr. James Kelly, and Christy Rosina, that also support us and back us in everything we do. I'd like to also thank basically part of our boosters, which is Joyce Jones. She does a wonderful job. And our basically caretaker of the auditorium, I call him Mr. Brad. He does a wonderful job of keeping this facility clean, spick and span, and giving us whatever we need. If I could have, please, Mr. Wigington, Mrs. Wigington, Mr. Brad, Mr. Bechtel, is Linda Clifton here? Is James Kelly here? Okay. If you could please come up front, and Joyce Jones. Mrs. Clifton, come on up, please. Those people come up front, Mrs. Wigington. Mr. Brad, come on up. Well, I can't say enough for what they do and how they support this program and how they support your child every day, inside and outside of band, hours outside of when school is out, to make sure that they give you the best quality possible. And I just have a little token to thank them as a Christmas gift the best way I can. It's not much because teachers don't make any money, as we all know. But I'm giving them the best I can. I'd just like to thank them. If y'all please give them a round of applause for supporting. Still need to do something about our segregation, because all the girls were on one side and the guys were on the other. Again, folks, we'd like to thank you so much for coming out and supporting our program. Those of you that have pens and pencil, here's my email address as promised. I'll give it out all at once. It doesn't bother me one bit. If you have a pen and pencil, find it quickly, and I will give it to you. Y'all can have a seat. My email address is tdmatlock, like TV show. M-A-T-L-O-C-K, not M-A-D, like the TV show. M-A-T-L-O-C-K, I'll get it again. T-D-Matlock, and that's at Tupelo.K12.ms.us. Again, thank you, folks. Our 8th grade parents are here on stage. Remember, I think I told some of you might be finding out for right now. They're going to Marlin as a recruiting purpose there, and also Lawndale, so we need them to stay to help us pack up. Have a safe trip home, and a Merry Christmas.